If you have an equation that has an absolute value on both sides, you're still going to set up two equations for this one. The way that you're going to do that is you do, for this problem here, you're going to do 11x minus 9. So you're going to drop that one. We're going to do one equation without the absolute values. So we just drop all the absolute values, and that's one equation. Now, normally, if there was a number on this side, you would have one equal to the positive number and one equal to a negative number. Since I don't have a number on this side, what I'm going to do is just put a negative in front of everything on the right-hand side. So I do one positive and one negative. So very similar with numbers, except I have an expression this time. So that's why I got one positive, one negative. And now we just solve these two equations. Okay, so this one I would want to subtract 9x from both sides, trying to get all the x's on the left-hand side there. Now we're going to add 9 to both sides. 2x is equal to 13. If you divide both sides by 2, then you're going to get 13/2 as your first solution. Now for this other one over here, the first thing we want to do is distribute the minus sign. That's like a -1 in front. So if we multiply -1 by both things inside, we get -9x and then -4. We still want to get all the x's on one side of the equation, so we're going to add 9x to both sides. 20x minus 9 equals -4. And now we're going to add 9 to both sides. So we get 9 minus 4 is 5. And so if you were to divide both sides by 20, you end up with 5/20ths, but that's something that we can reduce. So divide both top and bottom by a 5, and we get 1/4. So your answer is going to be 13/2 and 1/4. Let's try another one of those. So again, the idea here is you want to, the first equations, it's going to be what you see, except you just drop the absolute values. Then the other equation is going to be the same thing that you just did, except that now you're going to put a negative on the right-hand side. So you put a negative in front of that whole expression there. That's the setup. Now we want to solve each of those individually. First of all, let's subtract x from both sides, and we'll get 5x minus 5 equals 2. Then we're going to add 5. We get 5x equals 7. Divide by 5, and we'll get 7/5. Now the other side, we first want to distribute the minus sign, so -x minus 2. And now we're going to solve for x. So we're going to add x to both sides this time. 7x minus 5 equals -2. Now we add 5 to both sides and get 7x equals 3. Divide both sides by 7. Our answer is going to be 3/7.